Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So have you ever wondered that in spite of having great knowledge in project management with let's say all the relevant certifications, why could you be struggling in your professional life to manage projects as a project manager? Or let's say in another context, why you could be finding it really hard to crack project manager interviews in spite of having a great academic background in project management? Well, the reason might be primarily because there are some skills as a project manager which you might be lacking, which of course you are not aware of, that might be coming in your way of becoming a great project manager from a good or let's say okay-ish project manager that probably you now are, right? So in today's video, we'll talk about 3 of such key skills which you need to develop and nourish as a seasoned project manager if you want to excel in project management in the long term. Hi, I am Ray and I'm a PMP and a PRINCE2 certified project manager, and I have over a decade of project management experience across various industries such as healthcare, FMCG and power and utility. So whatever I am going to discuss in this video today with you does not come from reading books on project management, okay? But it comes from a diverse experience in managing projects across multiple countries and also interviewing for many project management roles over the years. So if you are really excited, please give this video a like and let's get the discussion started. Okay, so skill number 1. To be a good project manager, you should have a combination of good theoretical background and a sound project management experience in your professional world, okay? So basically, one really cannot live without the other. Now, you may say that, Ray, it's quite obvious, right? Or you may ask that what is really the role of academic knowledge if I have a strong experience already as a project manager, right? So let's try to understand that. So academic knowledge in project management provides the foundational principles and frameworks and also the methodologies that guide project managers in making informed decisions, okay? Concepts such as risk management, stakeholder engagement, earned value calculations, and agile practices are not just theoretical jargons, right? They are the backbone of modern project execution. Without this knowledge, a project manager may lack strategic foresight to anticipate challenges, measure the progress effectively, or let's say, align the outcomes of a project to the business objectives. So I've seen project managers who have climbed the corporate ladder just based on their experience always keep on second guessing during critical situations and difficult conversations. So yes, academics provide you with a strong foundation in project management, which is absolutely necessary. However, while academic knowledge builds the roadmap, it doesn't account for the unpredictability or the practicality of real-world projects, right? Because everything can look very rosy on a piece of paper. So here comes your project management experience. So your work experience, on the other hand, teaches you adaptability and also teaches you to work with imperfections of a project during day-to-day execution. In real-life projects, project managers encounter challenges that textbooks don't prepare them for. Let's say team dynamics, last-minute challenges, conflicts between team members, etc., etc. These real-life lessons cultivate problem-solving abilities, resilience, and the intuition needed to navigate complex projects. And this is what becomes the second piece of the puzzle. So the key here is integration, right? While academic knowledge provides a foundation for planning and decision making, practical experience offers you the wisdom to execute the same and adapt to the changes happening in the project day in and day out. And together they create a balanced project manager who is foundationally strong, strategic, flexible, and equipped to lead teams effectively in any scenario. And this is what the industry really looks for. Now, on a separate note, if you are willing to brush up your foundational skills as a project manager, I would encourage you to check out my Project Management Basics course on Udemy. The course has hundreds of students already, and as you can see, it's quite well reviewed by the students as well. You can click the link in the description box or the pinned comment to access the course and avail some nice discount offers which are currently ongoing on Udemy. Okay, so let's move on to skill number 2. It's more important to be a people's manager rather than a projects manager if you wish to be a great project manager. Now, when it comes to project management, there is a common misconception that success hinges solely on timeline, budgets, and deliverables, right? Now, of course, those are important, but here is the real deal, okay? Your project success or failure ultimately depends on how well you manage the people around you, which are your stakeholders in a project. Now, think about it, guys. A project manager rarely works alone, right? You are juggling internal team members, external stakeholders, vendors and suppliers, consultants, and even sometimes third-party agencies. Each of these groups has its own priorities, challenges, motivators, and demotivators, okay? The magic really happens when you can align all these moving parts and get everyone working towards the same goal. And that is really the job of a people's manager rather than a projects manager, okay? Also, please keep this in mind. As a project manager, you are not expected to be a subject matter expert on every aspect of the project, right? Instead, your job is to bring together those who are experts when and where they are needed. Your ability to build trust, foster collaboration, and inspire your team is far more valuable than diving into the technicalities of design, product, accounting, or financing, okay? Think of your role that of a conductor in an orchestra. You are not expected to play the violin or the trumpet yourself, okay? But you are responsible for making sure everyone knows their part, stays in tune, and performs in harmony. A well-managed team can overcome even the most complex challenges, while on the other side of the spectrum, a poorly managed team can drive even the simplest projects into complete mayhem. So a project manager's most powerful tool are not, let's say, Gantt charts or scheduling softwares, okay? It's empathy, communication, and leadership. Projects don't really succeed because of the rigid processes, okay? They succeed because the people behind them are engaged and committed and motivated. So if you want to elevate your project management skills, remember this, okay? Manage people first and the projects will really follow you. If you're liking the video, guys, please press the like button. It would encourage me to create more such videos like this for you on YouTube. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel PMP with Ray. Next, skill number 3, and this is going to be the most interesting one. Both the viewpoints, which is customer is the king and the customer does not know what they want, are correct, okay? Acknowledge this as a project manager. Now, what do I really mean by this? Being a project manager means mastering the fine art of balance, okay? Especially when it comes to working with customers or clients. On one hand, you have the timeless mantra, which is customer is the king, right? So as a project manager, you need to ensure that you are delivering value, meeting expectations, and ensuring that your client is satisfied with the outcome. Now, on the other hand, there is this less glamorous truth, which is the customer doesn't always know what they want. So as a project manager, you need to coach and guide your customer in certain situations. Now, both the ideas are true, okay? And as a great project manager, you will know how to juggle them with skill and finesse. Let's start with the obvious. Your customer is the reason the project exists in the first place, right? They have invested time, money, and trust in your team, and your ultimate goal as a project manager is to deliver the project benefits as effectively and efficiently as possible. Whether it's solving their pain points, meeting a deadline, or helping your client to achieve a strategic objective, you need to make their success your mission, okay? You agree that, right? This means being proactive, communicative, and resourceful as a project manager. It means, of course, asking the right questions, clarifying your client's expectations, and really going that extra mile to ensure that the deliverables align with the vision of the project. Now, at the same time, it is also about being practical. Over-promising or agreeing to every little tweak your customer asks for can lead to missed deadlines, blown up budgets, and a frustrated project team. Now, if you have been a project manager for a certain while, you might relate to this, okay? Sometimes customers simply do not know what they want, okay? Or worse, they think they do, but it's misaligned with the project's objectives. This is where you as a project manager need to step up as a coach and a mentor to your client. I mean, being a yes man doesn't really serve anyone in the long run, okay? If a customer's request is unrealistic, outside the project scope, or let's say counterproductive, you need to guide them back on track. This requires diplomacy, patience, and a good dose of assertiveness from your end as a project manager. Saying no to an unnecessary demand isn't about rejecting the ideas outright, okay? It's about protecting the project's integrity and steering the entire initiative to a better outcome. So the key here is to frame your guidance in a way that keeps the customer engaged in the decision making, even if the decision is not what the customer was initially looking for. Instead of flat out dismissing the suggestion of your client, explain why a particular request might impact a project adversely, or you can propose an alternative approach which would better serve their goals, okay? As long as your rationale holds reason and sense, I have really seen customers agree with your viewpoint. So by treating the customer as a valued partner while also guiding them with your expertise, you create a win-win situation both for yourself and your customer. You really earn their trust by being reliable, transparent, and by demonstrating such kind of a behavior as a project manager, you really earn the trust of your client or your customer by being honest and transparent. So remember, the best way to serve your customer is to balance loyalty with leadership. You deliver what they need, okay? Not just what they ask for. And when the situation really calls for it, be the voice of reason that helps them see the bigger picture. That's the kind of project manager customers truly value. And in my years of experience, let's say decades of experience, I've seen very few project managers demonstrating this behavior actively. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know if you like the video in the comment section below, and if there is enough interest around this topic, I will create a part 2 of this video as well. Bye bye and have a nice day.